Hi, I'm Patu from FreeFinCal. Today, let's take a look at 5 equity hybrid funds that fell 50% less than what the Nifty did during the market crash between February 20th to March 23rd, 2020. In this 32-day period, the Nifty fell by 36.85%, and 5 mutual funds from the balanced advantage or dynamic asset allocation category fell less than half of that. The problem with the balanced advantage dynamic asset allocation category is that there is no clarity about what the category actually is about. Now, SEBI simply says investment in equity or debt that is managed dynamically. Now, you can do dynamic asset allocation based on a proper rigorous formula, PE being let's say 28 as high, then I will reduce equity. PE is low, I will increase equity, and that kind of or you can use moving averages. You can use a rigorous formula to govern the asset allocation, or you can say I have an in-house model. I will use it as and when necessary. I will also look at qualitative factors like macroeconomic conditions. If necessary, we will change asset allocation according to market conditions. Now, this is a very fluid statement with it's very difficult to understand and heavily dependent on active the fund manager. Now, there are funds like DSP dynamic asset allocation which follows a formula, Axis fund which follows a formula. Whereas if you take HDFC balanced HDFC balanced advantage, which was previously called HDFC Prudence, I don't even know whether it is actually doing anything dynamic or it's just a glorified name to accommodate HDFC Prudence. Now, ICICI Balanced Advantage says it uses a PB strategy, but it's not a rigorously used strategy. It's not the only thing it will use, and it's not mandated for it to use it every time, and that also makes it a problem. If you take a look at the HDFC fund and the ICICI fund, there's significant amount of AUM in the monthly dividend option where this is being sold to senior citizens for regular income. And if you look at the way these funds reacted, I think so. For example, HDFC Balanced Advantage fell 31.65%, which is 86% of Nifty's fall, and the ICICI Balanced Advantage fell 26.7%, which is 72% of Nifty's fall. Now, really, isn't it a little too much, especially for the kind of projection that they want this fund to be as something that gives regular income? I'm not so sure that's the kind of fall that people expect from these funds. So let's take a look at the 5 best performers within those 32-day period. I'm not saying you should buy and sell based on this 32-day period, but this is a way for you to appreciate risks in this category and what's actually happening. So, Principal Balanced Advantage minus 12.7, Shriram Balanced Advantage minus 14.6, BOI AXA Equity Debt Rebalancer minus 15.9, Edelweiss Balanced Advantage minus 16.1, Axis Dynamic Equity minus 17, and L&T Balanced Advantage just about half, little more than 50%, minus 18.5%. So the top 5 performers, all of them are based on a defined set of rules. They don't do arbitrary balanced advantage. Principal fund uses Nifty PE, Shriram uses Nifty PE and GSEC. These are the primary indicators they use. BOA AXA uses Nifty PE. Edelweiss Balanced Advantages use moving averages. Axis Dynamic uses Nifty PE and moving averages. So these seem to have done better in this market crash. They have fallen 50% less than Nifty compared to the other funds which are kind of fluid in too much of active management in the dynamic asset allocation. I'm not sure that's a good idea. That's a bit of a disappointment in my opinion. I'm not saying buy and sell funds based on this 32-day window. That's not the point. My point is to highlight the risks and the kind of arbitrary nature in which the category itself is defined by SEBI, and I think that has to change. I think we should have a proper dynamic asset allocation category with a very clear set of defined rules that the fund house must say, and they must stick to those rules at all times. That is always better. Known devil is always better than unknown devil. If I know a fund is following only Nifty P, I would prefer that fund than something that says I'm having a proprietary in-house model. I will use it when I feel like it. That's not something I. So we have to change this. And this market crash, I think, is an eye opener in terms of what changes are necessary for this category. Catch you later. Bye bye.